Hey guys, welcome back to Southern Dreams Homestead. I'm Patrick.
I'm Jessie.
Today we're going to be doing some more stuff out in the garden. You saw we just planted the Scarlet O'Hara morning glories out at the mailbox. Yeah, thank you for the words. Words are hard. Today we're going to be doing some more stuff out in the garden. We've got most everything planted, but we do have some squash that we're going to plant out there. These are butternut squash. We've got some tomato plants out there that didn't do so well when we transplanted them, so we've got some behind us.
Plenty of replacements.
Yeah, we're going to replace some of those. So we're also going to be doing some stuff in the next week or so. We're going to be making some 5-gallon buckets that are self-watering for some of our other plants, tomatoes and peppers. So make sure and some other fun stuff too. Some survival type projects that I've got planned. So make sure you pay attention real close to our Instagram, Facebook, and our TikTok, because we're about to start doing some TikToks. So make sure you follow us along there. Let's go out to the garden and get started. Hello guys, welcome back. Sorry, it's the next day. We got kind of caught up yesterday doing work in the garden. Some friends of ours came over. We wanted to trim back a tree, which you just saw in the last clip, that had been shading a lot of the garden. So we did that, and then we ended up trimming up the front shrubs, which there are none anymore. They're completely cut back. But it's really good because they were growing way above, like they were up to here on the line of the window, which I'm trying to point to. So it was covering almost the whole window. But we got out here yesterday and cleaned all of that stuff up. It's going to be good in the long run. It looks kind of odd right now, pardon the air conditioner noise, but there's the tree that we trimmed. You can see it. You can see all the garden real good now. And there's a lot of sun getting into the garden. So let's go back around there and we'll see what we've got done so far and what we still got to do, and then we'll talk some more about what else we got going on around here. Before we go around there, I'll show you again. These are the tomatoes that we've got. These Amish paste, I'm not real sure what's up with them, but they are not doing very good at all. I put one in the garden that was actually looking pretty good, so hopefully it'll do well, but we'll see. Some more of the stuff. And then my mother-in-law gave us a bunch of sunflowers that we're going to plant probably over against the fence over here on this side, which I guess we'll move those buckets up against the house, and everything that was against the house we moved around back. So, but there's that. And then Jessie started some more seeds yesterday. I'm not sure what all she's got in here, and I'm not going to disturb them. So I think she's got squash and zucchini and some flowers and stuff. I'm not really sure. These are the tomato plants that I took out of the garden yesterday. I took a sunrise bumblebee and a black cherry and replace them with bigger, healthier plants, and I'm gonna try to get those nursed back to health. So let's go around back and see what we got going on. Here's all the trimmings from the tree and the shrubs. We're gonna have a massive bonfire at some point. I really wish I had a wood chipper or could rent one, but they're like $350 for a day, and I'm not doing that. But I would turn all of this into mulch and spread it on the garden. But let's get over to the garden. The garden's looking a lot better, especially with that tree being trimmed back. Man, I am so happy to get that done. Oh, and here's Jessie made these plant markers so that we would know what's what. There's our Landreth stringless with California cow peas that go all the way down through there. So we've got a few of those markers in the garden you'll get to see. Let's get inside here. So there's the peppers. We got a lot of the mulch spread through here. I had to replace a couple of pepper plants. The pumas back here. Those two right there I had to replace. There's one of the tomato plants. See, you can tell the difference. The ones that are in the ground now versus the ones that I've replaced. That one up front there is an Amish paste that I replaced yesterday. No, I did not replace that one. That one's actually doing good. And this is another Amish paste that I replaced to the left of that bucket. And then these are Cherokee purples. We got two German pinks. The one to the right is the one that I replaced yesterday. I don't know what the deal is with them, the garden ones, but I mean, it just kind of is what it is. Then over there we got our black cherry tomatoes, sunrise bumblebees, and then at the front we got spoon tomatoes. And we got pots with our marigolds. And back here, you can see where the bricks are back here. I planted the comfrey everywhere with the brick in front of the bricks, and they're not coming up. They were already starting to sprout when I planted them, and they're not coming up. If you guys plant comfrey or have comfrey, leave me a message, leave me a comment down below and let me know how long it usually takes comfrey to sprout, because I really expected it to be up by now. And Mac brought a bunch of this stuff from against the house yesterday and brought them out here. We got to reposition them. Look at the coxcombs. I got these in the ground yesterday, and the tall ones were like laying over, but they have perked right back up today. I am so happy to see that. And we've got those, of course, in front of our okra. We've got to fix our okra here. We use some grocery bags out here, and then Jessie's got a bunch of priority mailboxes that we came out and laid across here. We've got to straighten all this stuff out because, of course, you know, a little bit of wind last night, so we got to fix that. Here's our squash, butternut squash that I planted yesterday. Our watermelon plant. Poor Mac, he is like a bull in a china shop. He walks out through here and everything gets disturbed. But there's our watermelon plants, actually doing really good. But I found out something yesterday too, that the auger, that auger set that I've got to help drill holes to plant plants in, they do really good to disturb weeds. So like I would take it yesterday out here in the garden and drill right where the weed was, and it would either yank the whole weed out or let me get right down to the root, the bottom of the roots, and just pull the whole thing out. It was actually a big help. So if you guys have some of those augers, try them when you're weeding the garden if you've got a lot of weeds. Now over here I started planting onions, the rest of our onion sets, and I don't know how well they're going to do. It's already starting to get hot, so I'm planting them around the nettles. And I've got the red ones there, the yellow ones here, and I'm going to plant the white ones over here. Gonna move that cardboard back, of course. All this stuff from the tree. But man, look at this. All that cow itch up there. A whole bunch of just junk in that tree. And we talked to the lady next door, and she said she's happy if we, you know, if we wanted to cut everything down. Which Henry, the guy that you saw in the video cutting the trees, he's a workhorse. He's military. Super nice guy, and he is an absolute workhorse. He loves to just do stuff for people. So when Jessie called yesterday to see if they had a chainsaw that I could use to trim that tree, he said, I'll come over and help do it. So when he got over here, he's like, you know, if your neighbor wants, we can just we can cut all of that stuff. So we talked to her, and she's like, yeah, I'd be happy if you did all that stuff. That's fine. Unfortunately, the chainsaw stalled out on him, and he had to go home, and he's gonna have to clean the carburetor, but he's gonna come back sometime this week, I think, and finish clearing that tree up. And man, I'm super stoked to have that tree out from over there, because you can already see the amount of sunlight that we're starting to get there now. So happy about that. So the plant should be happy. Well, there we go, guys. That's as far as we got so far with the amount of mulch that we've got. Before anybody says anything, I know, don't water from overhead, you'll get your leaves wet and they'll be prone to disease. I know, I really do, and I appreciate you guys that are going to say that anyway, but this is what we got to do for right now. My dad always watered from overhead. He had a sprinkler similar to this, but he always watered like this and never really had an issue with disease. So we'll see how things go. So thank you guys for joining us again out in the garden. Sorry that we had to cut it into 2 videos, but like I said, we had those friends come over yesterday that helped us with the front shrubs and the tree out here in the garden. It's looking so much better, and we're really excited for the future of this garden and the rest of the growing season. Be sure you join us on our blogs, southerndreamshomestead.com. Link will be in the description, as well as all of our social media. Thank you guys again. We appreciate it, and we'll see y'all in the next video. Have a good one.